Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's lecture, we will talk about the compiler and interpreter. So I think you all know like some of the languages are compile based language like in Java, C, C++. These languages are compiled based language and some languages are interpreted based language. Like in the first lecture I told you Python is a interpreted language. So one of the features of Python is interpreter. So we will talk about the what is compiler and what is interpreter. Okay, so do not waste the time and let's start with the today's lecture. So first we will talk about the compiler. Okay, so compiler means, let's say you write some code a equal to 4, b equal to 5. Okay, and then you are adding these two things, a plus b, then printing the c. Okay, so what compiler will do? Compiler will compile these all codes. Compile means like it will translate our whole code at once only. Okay, at once only means whatever you want to write, you just write your whole code. After you finished your writing, it will translate your whole code into the machine code. Just remember it, translate your whole code into machine code after you finish the writing your code. Okay, for example, let's take an example like you write some program in C, okay, C language, okay, and a compiler turns it into an .exe file. .exe file means executable file. That file you can execute directly, okay, turns it into .exe file that you can execute, or we can say run it directly. Okay, so this is the compiler things that we should know. So let's talk about some key features of compiler. So some key features are like it catches the error before running the program, because here you can see like whatever we have write our code we have written there. Okay, so after that it translate the code and it give me one file. Okay, so that is the compiled file. So whatever we have the compile based error, he will give me the error. So according to that we can fix the error. So this is the features. It is saying it catches the error before running the program, means first you compile then you will run. So if you compile, then if you have some error in your code, so it will give the error there and then you can fix and then you can compile it again and then you can run it. Okay, so this is the feature here. And then second features are like program run faster here because everything is translated already. So this is the things in compiler happen. So now let's talk about the interpreter, and remember that I have written this code for your understanding purpose, because this is the Python code and Python does not have a compiler. So I have written this code for your understanding purpose only. Okay, so now let's talk about the interpreter. Okay, so interpreter is also like a translator who translates our code line by line. Okay, line by line means what? Like see here, I have 4 lines of code here, we have here. So what interpreter will do? Interpreter will go first in the first line and then it will translate it and it will keep there only, and then again it will go to the second line and then it will again translate it and then will go with third line and will go with 4 line and next. Okay, so it translate the code line by line. And what compiler was doing, compiler whatever you want to write your code, you write first and then it will compile all the code at once. But interpreter, while you are writing your code, it is translating your code line by line only. And some of the key features that you can see, you will be able to see the result instantly. Okay, but it might be slow as compared to compiler. Okay, because it keeps translating as the program runs and then it is good for quick testing and debugging. Okay, so these are the things happen in compiler and interpreter. So Python is a interpreter language who translate our code, means who converts our code into machine code by line only, and here you will see the results instantly, and it is slower as compared to compiler, because if you have not finished your code, it will keep translating your code in the background. Okay, so according to that, it is slower as compared to compiler, and it is good for testing purpose and the debugging purpose. So I think, yeah, that's it for the today's lecture. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the like button as well, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.